Hey, it's your old cousin Jack with another episode of Woodcarving Weekly. So this week, we're going to talk a little bit about a brand new blog post, Bob K, with some myths about wood carving. We'll also talk about sharpening. Lots and lots of discussions about sharpening out there on the internet, right? So we'll cover some of that today, like sharpening with a brick. We have new videos from Doug Linker, Ddalo, the Alchemist, and Kevin Coates. We'll cover all that here in just a second. Let's get started. So it's the start of a new month, and we have a new blog post from Bob K. He has a blog/newsletter called Wood Chip Chatter. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. And this month, Bob has an article. It's 5 myths about wood carving. An excerpt from a book, a Woodcarver's Guidebook by Graham Bull. And they take us through 5 different myths about wood carving, which are pretty interesting. You'll definitely want to take a look about that. Also, Bob is giving us a tidbit. You see, Bob has been working on a book project with the folks over at Woodcarving Illustrated. That's Fox Chapel Publishing. And he will have a book coming up soon. He says that the book will be about carving ornaments for all 4 seasons of the year, not just Christmas ornaments. So, a little spoiler alert from Bob about the topic of his new book. Get out there and take a look at his blog post and enjoy. Let's talk a little bit about sharpening. There are many, many discussions about sharpening, and the truth is there are many ways to sharpen knives and edge tools. And the hard part about sharpening knives and edge tools is maintaining a consistent angle throughout the sharpening process. Now, the basic premise is, and the bottom line, is you need an abrasive that will remove metal from that knife edge or other edge tool that you're trying to sharpen. What would happen if that abrasive is a brick? Today I'm going to share a video with you from a YouTube channel called Burrfection, as in the burr you establish when you're sharpening, Burrfection. And Ricky, who runs the YouTube channel, shows you what happens when he is trying to sharpen a knife on a brick that he found in his backyard. Yeah. So I'll have a link down below, and I will have links for all of the resources that I mentioned today in the description below the video and also in the comments section. And Ricky will show you, like I say, what happens when he tries to sharpen on a brick. Now, Ricky also has a blog and a web store, and I'll provide links for those as well. Make sure you check it out, and I'll be sharing other sharpening resources with you throughout the weeks ahead. Some of my favorite sites, and this is one of them. Enjoy. Well, I want to give a shout out to Russell Stingley. Russell reached out to me and he said, "Hey Jack, I found a video you might be interested in, a pretty cool resource." And I said, "Thank you very much, Russell. I'm going to check that out." So he told me about a video that's available on the True North Caricature Carvers YouTube channel. And it's a presentation that was given by one of their members, Mark Sheridan. And Mark is sharing information about how to carve folds and wrinkles in clothing, shirts and pants and what have you, even backpacks. It's a great resource. I checked it out, and Mark does a really nice job of giving this presentation, sharing some thoughts about how to achieve the look of folds and wrinkles, and he demonstrates this and shows you some of his carvings where he has included the methods that he goes through. So make sure you check it out. Well, we have some good news. After 4 months, we have a new video from Kevin Coates. If you're like me, you enjoy watching Kevin do his thing. Well, this is a Santa video. It's a tutorial on how to carve a 6-inch tall Santa figure. It looks like Kevin is starting out with a piece of eastern white pine that's 6 inches tall, 3 inches wide and 2 inches deep. And what to look for in this video? Well, you will see Kevin using his modified fish filleting knife which is always enjoyable to see. And he takes you through the carving process from start to finish. Make sure you check it out and enjoy watching Kevin with his mighty knife. Well, we have another video to share with you, and this is from Branson Artworks. That's the name of the YouTube channel, and the person who runs it is Rex Branson. He's a master carver. He's been doing it a long time. He likes to call it Woodcarver's Corner. However, the name of the channel is Branson Artworks. And in this video, it's a beginner project, a tutorial on how to carve an owl sitting in a knothole. Now, this is really a two-piece project. The knothole is a separate piece of wood that is just naturally formed with a knothole in it. And then he shows you how to carve the owl that will be fitting into the knothole. Rex also goes through the process here, and he shows you the conceptual drawing piece that he uses before he gets started with the carving. So, check it out. Poor Doug Linker. Doug is under the weather, folks, and you can see from the beginning of his new video that he is not feeling well. However, Doug's a trooper, and even though he's not well, he's cranked out another video in his 1x1 series that he's doing with Woodcarving Illustrated. This time he's got a tutorial about carving a little toy soldier. Along with the Christmas season, this fits right in. Now, this one is a little different than many of Doug's other tutorials. He uses a variety of tools, various V-tools, gouges, and what have you, not just his carving knife. So, like I say, that's a little different than most of the tutorials that Doug provides. But get on over there and check it out. Next, we have a video from an Italian carver, and he's got a YouTube channel called The Alchemist. The person who runs that channel is named Dario, and Dario, throughout his video, speaks in Italian. You can turn on your closed caption for the video, and you'll be able to read the English translation of what he is saying. However, it's not necessary. I can tell you, watching the video, you don't really need to know what it is he's saying. He's basically providing a tutorial on how he fashioned an automata from the Nightmare Before Christmas movie. He's carving the mayor figure from the movie and then also animating it and making it into an automata. If you're not familiar, an automata is a device that provides some mechanical movement to a piece. And in this video, he shows you both. He shows you how he built the mechanical functions of the automata, and then he shows you how he carved the mayor figure, and then, of course, in the end, how it moves. It's pretty interesting, and perhaps a site you've never heard of before, The Alchemist. Well, we have another video, brand new, published this morning from Ddalo, and before I get into that, I just want to say, folks, thank you for all the support. We're getting close to 700 subscribers now, and we've had a lot of likes on the videos, and that's really helpful. Thank you. So, Ddalo has a brand new tutorial published this morning, and it's a figure of a Santa head, sort of an ornament. It's kind of a cartoony looking Santa, and he's got several different styles that he has carved, different mustache styles, different eyes, that sort of thing. And he walks you through the entire process. He provides the measurements that you need to use throughout the video, as usual. And he's starting out with a piece that's been cut on the diagonal. So it's pretty evident that it's intended to be an ornament. It's not a freestanding figure, and it's not a figure that's in the round in 3 dimensions. It's flat on the back side. So one of the things that he really doesn't show in the video is that it may be a little heavy. I'm just saying that because there's a thickness to it that's perhaps a little heavy for an ornament. And I can show you this as an example, this little snowman here. You can see the thickness, and this was from a piece of wood that was carved on the diagonal. Depending on that thickness, it can be a little heavy to hang on a Christmas tree branch, but there's a quick fix, and it's relatively easy. You just flip it over onto the back side and use a gouge to remove some of that material that's not going to be needed, and then it lightens up the weight of the ornament. I hope that's helpful for you. Folks, I want to thank you for coming along and joining us again this week. We'll see you next time.